Okay, so I bought one of those things that lets you FaceTime your dog and shoot treats at them. But today I was looking at the camera and I noticed that she's been taking all her treats behind the couch for some reason. So I went to go see what she was doing with them, and she's been storing them so that she can pretend like I never gave her one in the first place, and then ask for more like the fat little bitch she is. And yes, I can call her that because bitch means female dog, and she is a female dog. Anyways, I had enough of her scamming me, so I decided to empty out the treat machine and fill it with her least favorite treat. Green beans, baby! I put a bean on the plate and cut it up into small little pieces, and then I loaded it into the machine, and I shot it out at her, and at first she didn't want to eat it, but then she got bored, and she ate them, and I was so happy because I thought I got her on a diet, until I heard a weird coughing noise come from downstairs. I ran downstairs to see what was happening, and that's when I saw her on my beanbag bed, next to the beans when she had thrown out. I got beans in my bed! I'm a Canadian, and this is my Canadian passport, and this is my Canadian passport picture. And for some reason, I'm in the freaking United States during the season finale of America. Because I'm stupid, and I just really wanted some good American fast food. Anyways, I was trying to escape before it becomes the newest Purge movie. So I packed up my JoJo Siwa poster, my Rainy Rodriguez shrine, and my favorite toilet seat, and I left my room for the very last time, and walked over to the bus station to go back to Canada. And as I was sitting on that bus, I remembered I forgot my passport on my desk while filming this TikTok. So I freaked out, and I got off the bus, and I ran back to my place faster than Zoe Laverne is running from the federal authorities. And once I grabbed it, I then called an Uber back to Canada, and it was $4,000, but I booked it since I missed the bus. Anyways, the Uber arrived, so I went downstairs, and I got in, and the guy was chill until he turned to me and said, "Is it just you?" And I said, "Why?" And he said,
"I ain't never seen two pretty best friends."
I was walking to the store when I passed a window with a really cool design in it, and I searched up what that design is, and it's something called boulet holés. Anyways, I made it to 7-Eleven, and someone was stealing. But anyways, I was about to buy 8 bottles of 5-hour energy so I can stay up for a week straight, when I reached into my pocket and my wallet was gone. I told the clerk I couldn't pay, and then I panicked and I left. And I was like, where's my wallet? I must have dropped it while I was walking here or something. And that's when I got a notification from my bank saying that someone was making purchases on my card. I ran home to see what they were buying, and I opened my laptop and I saw that they had bought 27 boats, and I felt so impressed. I'm Special Agent Ben Almeida, and welcome back to Catching a Thief. The night before, I placed the wallet right in the view of a camera I had set up, and I followed the thief home using a Bluetooth chip hidden in the wallet. And as I approached the house, I got ready with my flashlight to bust in there. But that's when I got tackled and put in handcuffs. I looked up and the thief turned out to be a different FBI agent. Hello, my name is Ben Almeida, and this is Catching an FBI Agent Catching the Thief. Since it's now 2021, that means that the Global Panda Express is officially over. Oh, wait, I was just kidding. I meant the global pandemic is officially over. They might be thinking, how is that possible? Well, 2 weeks ago, I cured coronavirus by filling a bottle rocket with hand sanitizer, and I sent it into the atmosphere. And for the past 2 weeks, the hand sanitizer has been spraying into the air, and people all around the world have been breathing in my vaccine air. Now, to test my theory, I decided today to see if I can find any pesky COVID germs lying around. So, I went to the gas station and I licked the debit keypad, and then I licked my fingers after typing in my PIN, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. And then after that, I went to Panda Express and I enjoyed some yummy shrimp. But when I was driving home, I felt the COVID-21 germs from licking the gas station keypad bubbling in my stomach, and I went home and I fell into my bed. And I started coughing when all of a sudden I coughed up a piece of Lego? But I kept coughing, and eventually I had enough Lego pieces to build a little Lego house. So maybe COVID-21 isn't that bad. This morning when I woke up, I reached over to my light to turn it on, and it didn't. At first I thought the bulb died because it's $4 from IKEA, but then I looked at my iPad and it didn't charge overnight, and I realized I don't have any power. So I grabbed 4 blankets and wrapped myself up to conserve heat, even though I accidentally left 2 candles burning overnight. Oops. I was still cold. So I decided to go upstairs and make myself a hot beverage to stay warm. And I can make coffee, but that's literally bean water. Or I can make matcha, which is just Shrek's ashes. So I ended up grabbing the matcha because I hate coffee. And I went to grab a cup, but they were all freaking dirty and gross. So I boiled some water in my kettle, which apparently Americans don't have. Like, let me know if you have a tea kettle or if that's just a British thing, love. Anyways, I poured some matcha and then the water after it. And then I went to grab the cup and I burned my hand on the glass, which was really fun. And I didn't have any cream because the fridge was warm from the electricity being out. So I took my blankets off and I gave it a test. And mama, let me tell you, it tasted like if dirt had a butthole. I ended up spitting it out. And then I poured the rest out on the concrete. But the water had rehydrated Shrek's ashes and he came back to life. So my dad loves mangoes, so for Christmas, I got him a single mango from Walmart as his Christmas present. But I couldn't just wrap it because it would be obvious that I got him a mango like everyone else does for Christmas. So I grabbed my wrapping paper and I wrapped it as something completely different, then I put it under the tree. But a few weeks had passed and it started to smell really bad, and when I checked it, the mango had molded. So I had to throw the whole freaking present out and wrap a brand new mango. But I had run out of wrapping paper, so I got in my car and I drove back to Walmart and I found a tube of basic wrapping paper. And then I pretended it was a sword and I was swinging it around, but I accidentally killed a minion. Anyways, then I was bored in line, so I screamed into it like a horn and I said, "Arby's, we have the meats." Anyways, I got home and I cut up the mango. I grabbed a random DVD case and I put all the mango slices in it. But my dad's cat tried eating it. Ugh. And then I wrapped the Lego Star Wars for Xbox 360 disc case and put it under the tree. And when I woke up this morning on Christmas, I gave it to him. What? 2 weeks ago, I saw a $35 inflatable frog costume. And I bought it because I'm sick of wearing a mask and a frog costume covers everything. I was waiting for it to arrive today while seeing if banana peels would stick to my ceiling when the doorbell rang. I ran downstairs and saw that the suit finally came. First, I got my head stuck, but then I managed to get it on and I was so happy, but I couldn't reach behind me. So I asked my friend to zip me up and...
Oh gosh, you're too fat for it.
Anyways, I finally had it on at least, so I was excited to hit the streets. I was walking around in the suit, talking to some friendly citizens and dancing whenever I crossed the street when I saw people lined up for something. What's this line up for? Is this for ice cream? But the ice cream place didn't have any samples, so I kept freaking walking. Then I stared in the window of some shops trying to make eye contact with people until they got freaked out. And then I dropped some frog puns. What do frogs drink? Coca-Cola! But that's when I made a grave mistake. I was busting down a Nicki Minaj and throwing it back on a Tesla that was parked. When...
There's a person sitting in it.
If you want to see what happened to me, the link to the YouTube video is in my bio.
I was sitting on the floor eating a Rice Krispie snack when my dad randomly came home with a dog. We don't have a dog. We have a cat. So what is that? And I said, did you just buy a dog? And my dad told me he just bought a dog. So, I guess I have a dog at my dad's house now. And I went to go pet it, but it keeps running away from me and looking at me like I'm a demon, which I am. But it still made me sad. And I was sitting around trying to figure out how to become friends with this baby dog. And then I realized I could probably give it something, like a treat. So I got off my butt and I went upstairs and I looked in the pantry and found some dog bones. I opened up the package and grabbed a bone and then I slowly approached him and placed it on the mat. But then my dad's cat, Luna, got in the way. Ugh. Anyways, I gave it another bone and it bit my hand so hard like 3 fingers fell off. I had to call an ambulance. Just kidding. He let me come near. And when I touched him, he twitched and it scared me a little bit. But then he let me pet him. And now we're almost besties. And I took him on a little walk and took some cute pictures with him. So if you want to see more of Sammy, I posted the pics on my Instagram at Benoftheweek. Okay, bye.
I was crying face down on the floor in my plate of taquitos because I can't figure out how to do any TikTok dances, but they look so fun. When I try and follow one, it feels like I'm reading Japanese while blindfolded. But today, I'm changing that. It is unacceptable that I have 5.5 million TikTok followers and have never posted a dancing video. So today, I'm learning one and I'm not stopping until I get it. I chose to do yodeling Haley's dance to Money Trees because it just looks so fun and easy. And it's definitely fun, but after sweating so much that I had to change shirts 3 different times, my conclusion is that it is not easy for me. I got the first part down where it's like, get this dough. But then I watched it over and realized I'm missing a huge part. The facial expressions. I look like I'm in pain when I dance. But I can't be looking like I just ate a candle and haven't gone to the bathroom in 2 weeks if I want this dance to look good. So I forced myself to smile in the mirror for an hour straight so I don't look constipated. And then I tried the dance again and I got it. Like I actually got it. And I just posted it on this account, so tell me how I did. I was walking around at 3 a.m. in a frog costume so I could feel alive again when I saw a praying mantis on the ground. And I thought those were only in Kung Fu Panda, so I decided to grab a bowl and capture it. After I caught it, I transferred it from the bowl into a bag that I had, and I brought him inside. Apparently, they only eat live insects, and there happened to be a fly on my counter, so I went, and I knocked him out and grabbed that wench by the ankle and threw him in the bag. And then I found a cockroach, and I was about to feed it to him when I dropped it on my phone. Anyways, he ate it, but the bag was still too small, so I went to Petco and got a whole enclosure, and I wanted live crickets, but they were out. So I Ubered home, and I put it together, and I was about to transfer him when I realized I forgot to zip it up, and he escaped! I looked everywhere for him. I looked under my covers, I looked in the bathroom, when I looked at Monty, and... Monty, what are you... No! If you want to see what happened next, the link to the YouTube video is in my bio. I drove to Walmart today because I wanted to buy walls. Okay, anyways, I was walking around Walmart to find a pumpkin, and I found a WAP pumpkin, and I had to take a seat and gather the thoughts in my head. Anyways, I was looking through the store, and I found the candle section, and this purple one smelled really good, so I bit into it for no reason. I don't know why I did it. And it tasted like dirt, so I put it back, but I realized it would spread COVID, so I just bought it. Then I got a pumpkin carving kit and a wig for fun, and then finally a pumpkin, and I left the store actually having paid for my items from Walmart for once. And I went home and wondered how pumpkins are grown, and imagine if people had to give birth to pumpkins. Anyways, I opened the carving tools, and then a knife flew out and almost stabbed me. But then I decided to make an Among Us pumpkin and began cutting into it, and it took a lot of work, and it was kind of nasty touching pumpkin guts. We're out of time on TikTok, but I'm gonna post the finished results on my Instagram at Benoftheweek. Okay, bye!
Today, I was in the drive-thru line at Starbucks trying to get the Donald Trump drink, which is just a cup that's full of sad old man tears. But as I pulled up, I was feeling generous, and I told the barista, can I pay for the order in front of me? And the Starbucks employee said,
that's so sweet. Let me bring that up for you. Would you like anything else?
So I said, can I get a cake pop and a white hot chocolate? But that's when the barista said,
that comes up to $94.24.
I stopped and said, what in the star did you say? And the barista told me they ordered 7 drinks, 4 pastries, and a travel mug. So I told the barista, hey, I'm actually just gonna get the cake pop. But the person ahead of me had already driven away, and they told me I had to pay or the cops would be called. So I pulled up and paid, but I wasn't gonna stop until I got my travel mug. I followed the car until it parked, and I approached the window, and I said, give me the mug! Anyways, look at my $94 Starbucks travel mug that I had to pry out of a soccer mom's hands.
I don't usually do this, but I'm about to drag some children on the internet, okay? So 3 months ago, I was walking my dog home when I heard my name get called behind me. And when I got home, I was ding-dong ditched by these children, okay? Now, usually I'd be like, a ding-dong ditch, whatever, except this happened 10 more times! And these human dung beetles aren't like you guys. Like, you guys actually watch my videos. Look at this! That is them literally trying to figure out what my name is. And in a moment of frustration, I put this on my story. To the rodent children that keep ringing my doorbell asking if Benoftheweek lives here, can y'all go play Fortnite or something? And then their mom DM'd me. So those rodent children will not be ringing your doorbell anymore. Please delete their pictures as of... I took it one step further. For musty rodent children at home watching my story on their leapfrog tablet. Anyways, please respect my privacy or I will call you a rodent online and get your Xbox taken away.
I was walking down the street when I saw my biggest fear, a TikTok wiggy. I screamed and I ran over and engaged in a brawl with the wiggy and ended up stealing their wig, and I was running away to hide it, but I got kind of hungry. So I stopped at Subway and got some bread with cheese. And when I finally got home, I was eating my cheese and bread from Subway, and I realized it's Halloween and I don't have a costume. And I could be a wiggy for Halloween, but that's too boring. So I needed something better and decided to be YB from Coraline. So I found a black jacket and I slipped it on, and then I found some skeleton gloves, and then I tried getting some eyeliner put on, but it hurt so bad and I cried it all off. And then I put it all on and boom, YB! But it didn't stop there, because I had a little photo shoot, and then I photoshopped myself into the creepy butthole scene at the end. And, we're out of time, but the finished results are on my Instagram if you want to go check it out, at Benoftheweek. Okay, bye. I was at Staples, because I needed some staples so I could staple a staple into my staple box, so staples wouldn't fall out anymore. But Staples was sold out of all the staples, and I asked the Staples employee named April if they had any more staples, and she said that I could order some more staples from Naples. But this Staples had no staples, so I was gonna leave with no staples, but my phone was dying, so I needed a cable, so I walked past April and went to the cables, but the cables were too much, so I just bought a bagel. And now I'm at home at my table with my bagels and no staples or cables, because April from Staples wanted me to choke, and as I bit my bagel, it had mold, and the bagel was fatal, and I fell off the table, and my last thoughts were of my lover named Mabel when we would sit by the stables and pour Mabel all over our bagels. And as I took my last breath on the floor, I saw a staple. Ever since Trump got banned off of every social media platform, I actually discovered the last way that he's been able to whine to his little Trump stands, since he can't be on Twitter anymore. And you're probably wondering, what is it? Well, last January, my number got leaked online, and someone took my number and gave it to the Trump campaign. So they've been sending me non-stop texts, emails, and calling me like once a week.
To support Donald Trump.
And whenever they call me, I, politely decline. Anyways, since he's been banned, it's been real quiet. Until one day, I was drinking Red Bull out of my frog mug on the balcony when a piece of paper hit me in the head from the sky, and I saw a carrier pigeon flying away. Anyways, I looked at the note, and it was a note from Trump himself, saying he's bored and losing his job and needs $50. So you know what I did? I went looking for the perfect pigeon to send back to the President of the United States, and I found a strong young pigeon with just a dash of rabies. I showed it a picture of Trump, pointed it in the direction of the White House, and I said, fly, baby, fly.